Hey everyone, spirited drop from a very rainy pre-dawn Friday morning here in Singapore, and I've pulled into a cafe because there's lightning around. Now I should be at the Botanic Gardens leading a dawn meditation for charity, but I've had to cancel it because of the storm, and it's the fourth cancellation I've had to do in a row over the last couple of weeks. And there's such an amazing principle in there. So a little bit of backstory. So in our spirited living coaching calls, and somewhat with my clients in the one-to-one sessions as well, we've been talking about the spiritual benefit and also power move of non-attachment and non-judgment. So using your events in your life to cultivate the attitude that the spirit or the universe or the God that you know is working in your favor. And it's interesting, these eclipse windows, because they really serve up some stuff for you to make different choices. And you know, I've had an online mediumship demonstration with Kerry and Bronia, 3 mediums and only 3 people registered. We did hear from a lot of other people though, they just couldn't make the date. I've had a new moon launch, which was meant to be tonight. We only had 6 registrants, but we heard from other people saying they wanted to come but couldn't make the date. I had a 1-day retreat with beautiful Diana Kramer for tomorrow, and we had to redo that as well. We had a lot of people saying they wanted to come, about 30 people registered interest, but we only had about 4 sign-ups. Again, lots of people interested, just couldn't make it. And then this morning, dawn dreaming. And what's been lovely is people saying, oh look, this sounds amazing, but I can't make the date, so that's good. So we've sort of confidently rescheduled new dates, knowing that the offerings had appeal. But what's been interesting for me is that there would have been a time that would have really bothered me. You know, like, it is midterm break, it is a long weekend, but any event holder here in Singapore knows that it's just so fickle. Like, there are years gone by where I've organised events around this time, similarly leading up to Easter, midterm break, long weekend, and they're full, you know, because the majority of people decide to stay in Singapore. Obviously not this year. And people are travelling, which I think is also fantastic. You know, people are getting off the island and they're going exploring and they're spending time with their families, and I think all of that's beautiful. But the difference for me, definitely a notable difference, is that I'm absolutely cool with it. So refunded, no problem, reorganised the dates, all the venues were available, which tells me that it was the right thing to do. And the non-attachment has made it so much more joyful. And what we've been talking about in spirited living, how attachment to what it should be is a very tight sort of vibration, which makes it very difficult for the universe to actually manoeuvre and move and weave a higher possibility into your experience reality. Whereas if you go, yep, okay, it is what it is, that's cool, there may be a reason for it, I'll know that later, but I'm just going to go with it, I'm just going to do what I'm told. And certainly over the last couple of weeks, what I've been told is it's not the right time for these events, but they're good events, you know. And beautifully this morning, like about 3 seconds after I made the call with the group who had registered to meditate outside today, that we better stay in because the weather forecast doesn't look great. That's also very fickle in Singapore. I got a message from my son saying he's booked tickets, he's coming over from London next week. So I've got time today to organise his bedroom and organise some stuff we can go and check out and work out an agenda so we can make the most of his time with us. And we haven't seen him, you know, since Christmas. So I think there are swings and roundabouts, you know, and I think the key is that you just sort of do what you're told, like, and not judge it as being a problem or that you've failed in any way. It just is what it is. And I know these events will fill up on their new dates, and watch out in my email and in my newsletter, and you'll get the new dates. You know, the feedback's been great, just not the right time, and that's totally cool. So I guess the spirited drop message today is use the events in your life on the ground to cultivate non-judgment and acceptance, because what that does is it really influences your ability to embody the knowing that the universe is stacked in your favour and is your greatest ally. And when you operate with that knowing, all things are possible. Okay, I hope that's got you thinking on this rainy Friday. I need a coffee. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.